Dr. Ray, for somebody that just landed in the Philippines, it's their first day here, they've got a bunch of US dollars, what do they do now?
Well, I strongly recommend with those US dollars, the brand new $100 bills. Because they'll check, and I mentioned it in one of the early ones, they will be so minor little cut that you wouldn't even look at and notice it. And they do. So you're going to have some they're going to reject. Don't get upset because they do it to everybody. And then you just take those over to the money changer. Some banks are pickier than other banks.
Do you have to have a bank account in order to go inside the bank?
No, you don't have to. You can go in there, because if you want to ask a question and not even open up, but like you're interested that you might, you can go in there, take your number, and then, wait your turn and ask away or open an account.
So you can go into the bank to exchange money too, if you don't have a bank account? Or do
No,
you have
you need an account.
Okay.
In order to exchange money, you need an account.
Okay.
Like, for example, let's say I'm at the BDO over by Das Marinas Cavite. I have my account there, but I could go to any BPI, I show them my account book and no problem. It's nice, simple, so
that's why you were telling everybody to, a few months prior, open up a bank account that they could put a little bit of money into the United States from
Yes.
time to time, and so once they're here, now they have more options. They have the option of exchanging their money at the bank.
yes.
Now they have the
Yes.
option of exchanging their money at a money changer.
Yeah.
And I've heard also at Mall of Asia, there is a spot.
Well, yeah, but it's a money changer.
It's a money changer just
Yeah,
inside
yeah.
Mall of Asia.
Uh-huh.
I see.
And well, like over here at Market in BGC, they have an exchange thing that does Wells Fargo, all these different ones, and they give all the rates, but you'll lose a little bit more than if you went to a bank that you have it. And the thing of it is, always, any extra money you have, keep it in US dollars, put it in your US dollar account, savings, keep a mark on the exchange rate between US dollars and pesos. I have a friend and he hadn't looked at it for a while, and it was at 58.98 pesos per dollar. And I mentioned he got so excited, he transferred a lot of money, and just off of that exchange rate, because he needed, I forget what, 2 or 3 million to pay off one of the condos to get that payment.
Pesos. Yep.
Pesos. And boom, he made that because normally the exchange rate has been in the 55, 56 pesos. But when you exchange a large amount, a half a peso is a great amount of money, profit. And when I'm saying profit, because if you just changed it when you had it, you'd have lost that money. So keep it there until you need it, or when the exchange rate.
What do you feel about those people that say, well, why don't you just exchange it in the US before coming to the Philippines?
I strongly recommend you do not do that. And the reason why is you're going to lose a half a peso to about 3/4, and some might even take a whole peso off. And that, why waste that money? Just on yourself, figure out 10,000 US dollars, 20,000 and 30 times with say 55.8, whereas it's been normally stay in it until the last couple months to 58.6.
And I know I went to the currency exchange in Las Vegas, Nevada before I went to the Philippines, and they were only able to exchange up to 1,000
Yes.
anyway, very
Limited.
small, very limited, yeah, and it was the same for the bank, and I'd have to give them such and such amount of notice or time to exchange.
Oh, you brought up such a good point. If you wanna pull out US dollars, instead of the exchange, you have to give them a day's notice or longer that you're gonna need US dollars and how much, and then tell them what day you're gonna be there. Because walking in there, if they have it extra, okay, they'll do it, and it'll take you a while to get it. But if you called ahead, it's a whole lot faster.
And they also have this, the immigration form when you're in the airplane that says you're not allowed, you have to claim if you bring a certain amount of Philippine pesos anyway into
Yeah.
the Philippines. I believe it's
It's pesos.
Yeah, you're not allowed to bring in more than 10,000
US, no, it's equal to 10,000 US, which
Mm.
is basic, let's just say 500 pesos. But the thing of it is, nobody declares any money, and you never get hassled. So important, you just brought up something, every transaction at your bank in this last year, and money being sent here, get a double copy of everything. One can be a Xerox on that, cause you're not gonna get two originals.
Oh, your statements.
Every single statement, because I had to go back into my credit union in the States and have them send me a whole lot of documents, and again, then that took a lot of time. So document any money exchange. Now, you can bring it here and just keep it, then you open up the account, and and it's, minimum is 500 or 600, depending on which bank you're going to. But then you can put in 10,000, 20,000, but you have to show where it came from. Like I transferred 21,000 because the month before I didn't do much transferring, and there wasn't no hassle, because it showed where from the government to sent the money to my credit union sent the money here. It had a path to show legality, because people are breaking the law and bringing in all kinds of money that wasn't earned properly, and they will take it.
To make sure you have a trail.
Well, and not only that, you could spend time, even though it's an innocent thing, you could spend time if they say fraud. But some banks are a little easier and tighter, like BPI. When I brought over a few thousand, they just kept made sure they didn't go like BDO went. Security Bank, wasn't as close to there, but they just went. So it's real important to understand, document all financial transactions down to the dollar/pennies. Thank you so much.